Oh, you've caused me no end of problems in terms of radio interviews over the last year, I think. I think it was a case of turning the tables. Whilst Bryan was very keen to point out yesterday that this really had nothing to do with what had happened over the last year and the sort of the public spiritedness, I think, that everybody showed in relationship to the wind farm. I think as a result of that, I asked Bryan last night on air last night on Drive, had this sort of sparked everybody talking about energy in the sort of 3 villages and the other areas. And he said, well, it kind of proved that we could all work together and, we all had a voice and we wanted to turn something that had attracted a lot of negative publicity for whatever reason, and it's not for me to comment on that because, of course, I've got to be impartial, but to actually move forward and to do something very, very positive. And I think what you've got here today is amazing, because when you think about energy and energy conservation and all the different things that you can do in connection with the environment, normally you have to go to different places, don't you, to find it all out. And here you are in one venue today, and you can actually get all of the information. I find it a bit freaky that the altar is behind me, but careful what I say, God's watching, or whoever. But I think it's absolutely brilliant that, you have all this here to find out. As you can see, I've picked up my books already. The bribe on this is that you've just got to fill the form in on the way out. But there's some very, very useful information. As you can see, your money is the top one I've got here. That's a good one. I've also got reduce, reuse, recycle, and then the green up and A to Z of the environment. And well done to the person that found those books on the internet, because they've got a really, really good bargain. So make sure you get those on the way out. I also have my lovely bag here. And the secret, I think, to having these recycled bags is at Christmas, my nieces, who are nearly 11 and nearly 8, bought both their aunties, me and my sister, they bought us a woven bag like this, and written on it was, "Aunties are cool." And I take that everywhere. And I think that's the secret to having a really great bag, isn't it? To have a really good message. And I walk through York Station if I'm going off to a meeting anywhere, and I can see people looking, I think, what are they looking at? And then I suddenly realise it's "Aunties are cool." So this is a fantastic event, and I wish you every success with it. It's had a little mention on the radio this morning, so hopefully that'll get you some more publicity as well. I spoke to Bryan last night on the programme about it, and just use it. And of course, don't forget the WI. Pat's already told me here, don't forget the WI, we've got lovely cakes. Raising money for the WI in the village as well. Have a fantastic day. As I say, got to mention, I see your Rotters here as well. I do quite a lot of work with them on the radio, so and other organisations. So use the information, you might learn something new. And yes, it is true, I've just had sort of high-tech double glazing put in front of my house, and I've got to tell you, I've been so snug this winter, and that really was without putting much heating on at all. So, and I know it's not been like last winter, but if I tell you, in my hallway last winter, remember the really, really bad snow? It was like you were sitting on the top of a mountain. It was blowing a gale through the front door, but I've got rid of that, so it was a good investment. And also, I've just been handed a little leaflet here, which is very nice of me, because I'm doing something on this on the programme next week. But it is the York Festival of Fair Trade, which starts on Monday, and it lasts for the next 2 weeks as well. And of course, Fair Trade is all about fair trade, but also what you can do in relationship to the environment and supporting other people to do good work in an environmentally friendly way in terms of production. Next week, I'm actually interviewing a lady who makes fair trade handbags and imports from different parts of the world fair trade bits and pieces to make her handbags. So, I'm kind of doing my bit as well. So that's enough from me. I'll wander about a bit. If anybody wants to come and talk to me, or, tell me what they think of Radio York, why they don't listen to it, what they don't like, what they do like, please feel free. I'll be around for a bit, because I do want a cup of tea from the WI. All right. So have a fantastic day, and I hope it's really and I hope that personally, that this sets the blueprint for other villages across North Yorkshire, because what you've got here, I think other villages and communities could actually learn from. So maybe Graham and his team could sell it, dare I say that, don't say I suggested that, but maybe you could sell it to other parish councils and go and run their events. It would be absolutely fantastic, because this is the planet that we live on, and we've got to think about, I can see a little person in front of me, that's the future, and we've got to make sure that we think about the future and make sure that we protect the world for them. So have a great event. I declare this event, and I've never done this before at any Info Day, I declare this event well and truly open. Thank you very much indeed.